So this is the feeder creek that we are going to be searching today. I don't have a ton of time, but we're gonna try our best to find something. The last time I came down here, I didn't find much. Just found mainly a fossil. So might find another fossil. Granted, I don't really like showing those off in these videos because this is dedicated to artifacts. A lot of this out, and there's actually a lot of loose stone up here because we just had a rain. So that's another reason that I'm checking see how the creek's turning here. A lot of that sediment, as you can see, and those small rocks get built up around here when it starts raining, and then the water starts raising. So I always like to start in the corner, in the crevice, and kind of just work my way either up or downstream, whatever I'm feeling for the day. Probably gonna work my way downstream today, maybe a little bit upstream as well, we'll see. But let's go ahead and rocking the Crocs, baby. Rocking the Crocs. We'll take the first step into the old feeder creek. Boom! First step into the gravel pit, baby. It's always I thought that it's nothing. You get excited every time you step in for the first time. Sometimes you either find something right away, or you just, I don't know. I mean, you can just find anything anytime, but a lot of the times when I find stuff, I find it right away, and then I never find anything again for the rest of the day, or I find something at the end. That's literally how it works pretty much every time. Like right before I'm gonna leave, I gotta be kind of careful this time of year wearing the old Crockies because there are leeches this time of year. They're pretty bad this time of year. But so far I haven't gotten hit by too many. I always check smooth stones, guys, because this one's a little small, but smooth stones could be atlatl weights. And I've been meaning to make more of an educational video on atlatl weights, especially local to this area. At least I believe they're atlatl weights, and I'll kind of cover that in the video. But we got quite a couple little gravel. We got quite a few. Sorry, I'm getting excited, guys. I always get excited. Oh, I need to take my I haven't taken my dang brace off yet. I thought I saw a flake or something here, but it's not. I thought I saw a large flake, but it's nothing. Well, let me go ahead and take my armband off here and get better prepared. Okay, I'm gonna do a scan to see if you guys see it. It stuck out to me. I thought it was a pestle. It was kind of like sunken in a little bit, but you know, for effect. And let me tell you the reason why I believe it's some sort of grinding stone. So you can kind of see, like I said, at first I thought it was a pestle, which I guess it still might be. This could be like some sort of grip for it, but it doesn't have a lot of length to it. It doesn't look like it broke. And if you see here, see if I can zoom in on it. See right here where the layer changes, and right there. Oh yeah, you can see it real good right there. See where they grinded it? You can see the texture difference. And like I said, you can see the thumbprint. God, I need to cut my fingernails. It's disgusting, guys. But yeah, they would have used it as a little scraper. On the pad. Here, you see it? I don't know if it's anything. It looks like it might be worked. Point. What the hell is that? Hang on. Here you can see Now I'm still new to this stuff, guys. I'm still new to artifact hunting, so I'm getting better at trying to identify things. And it appears that could be a flute, from where they would split a stick in half, stick it right there, probably shorter on this end, on the bottom, and they'd use it as a scraper. And here you can see that a little bit better as well. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would be curious to see. But for effect, it's time. I like this spot because it's shallow. It's early in the morning right now, so I don't have a ton of energy in me. And it's something new. So maybe we find an arrowhead in here, maybe we don't. First thing I'm gonna do is explore this creek and see if I can find any good spots to sift. And see if I can find anything surface hunting. And then we'll bust out the sifter. But I'm gonna head upstream and see what we can find, guys. I'm excited. All right, we have found our first piece of Native American evidence. A nutting stone. Very small hole, but pretty cool nonetheless because it's pretty small. Yeah, another nutting stone. I don't know if I should start digging here or what. I should go up more upstream, and this is pretty sure it's a nutting stone. It looks like one. They love this shape as well. This shape. These smaller rocks. Maybe I start looking around here for points. I don't know. I'm probably gonna save that piece though. It is still early. It is cold. This is new land for me, so I don't know whether to explore or to excavate here. Decisions. So it gets pretty deep up here. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm filming vertically. It's easier for me in this scenario. But it gets deeper up there to a point where I don't really want to walk any further because it's so cold. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to basically start kind of digging where I found these nutting stones. I'm gonna try and find a good spot to dig, and then I'm gonna sift it with my bucket here. It's got a bunch of holes in it, and see if we can't find anything cool. So that is the plan. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know how this is gonna be pretty difficult to dig up probably, but yeah, guess we probably want to start I don't know from this side or this other side here. But probably just want to start trying to like basically dig out the embankment here. Oh, I'm gonna get on it, guys. So nothing too crazy. I found 2 nutting stones. It wasn't too great in terms of digging. It's very rough and rugged to dig. So especially with my shovel, I have a tiny. This is the shovel I'm working with. So I definitely have to upgrade. And my sifter is not that great either. I can't really sift a lot. So it wasn't that great in terms of looking for points, but this is definitely a spot that I want to come back to and explore more when I'm better prepared and whatnot. These pieces are pretty cool. They're small, but they're definitely cupping stones or nutting stones. I believe they are. Anybody else who thinks otherwise, let me know. I've found a bunch of stuff like this, nutting stones like that. Oh, I mean, literally 10 minutes. 10 minutes and I found 2 artifacts. I think it's pretty cool. Even if they are pretty common, very common, the most common artifact, still pretty cool. You can walk in your backyard and just find history. Well, I said I wasn't going to record today because it is raining a little bit, but I have found a couple of things, so I figured I'll go ahead and record a video. I don't know how long this one will be, but these are some interesting artifacts that I found. And they may not look much to you, but I'll delve deeper into these when I get home and I clean them up a little bit. I have another one of these that's a perfect representation. But what these are is I find these all the time, and a lot of guys don't really know about these. I actually just learned about these recently. A lot of people think these are weights. Like you can see right here where this scratch. This is an intentional crevice, guys. And what they would do is they would tie sinew around this part, and or cordage, whatever they could use at the time, and they'd use these for their atlatls. To weigh them down. They started doing this in the early archaic period. And like I said, I have another one at home that's a very good representation, but here you can see where they try to manipulate it here, but the cortex of the rock was probably too strong, so they decided to go down here. I don't know why they did it like that, but this one, I thought I saw some pecking on the other side. You can kind of see where sorry, camera work's not that great. You can kind of see where they started to create another hole right here for it to wrap around this way. However they had it rigged up. Like I said, I'll show you the other one I got at home. It's a great representation, and you'll see why. But these are a little less known. It's actually, this one particularly looks like it's been in a fire, or it's been heat treated for some reason, maybe to process something, some sort of food or something. But you can see where the hand marks are. They would make these tools as comfortable as they could, guys. So they would engrave, or basically like sand in little grooves for their hands. And you can see on the end of this one, like I said, I gotta clean it up a little bit, but you can see where the scratching, and they'd use it like this to work, process food or whatever they needed to do, process nuts, whatever, plants, all sorts of things. And here you also see the 2 thumb prints, and they probably use this one. You can even feel right here where the groove is for the, I don't know if you can see it very good, but you can see where it's been worked. You can even see, it looks like they even scratched something at the top here. You can see 3 lines scratched up at the top of this for some reason. pretty cool. It's nothing spectacular, and a lot of people don't even really know these are artifacts, you know, and some people will argue that they're not artifacts. There's plenty of people that'll say these aren't artifacts, but I've done quite a bit of research and pretty certain that these are grinding stones. And these are atlatl weights. So that's that. It is raining here. I'll take you down to the creek here in a bit, but I'm probably gonna sit in the car for a minute and we'll get back at it. Might hit another spot down the road. It has a lot of native activity around here, all the way up till basically colonial times. Now obviously those atlatl weights and probably those grinding stones are more in the archaic periods, probably middle to late archaic. Possibly early though, it's possible. Could even be Paleo-Indian technically, but they really started using the weights towards the beginning of the archaic period. Aside from the point, I mean, this is a public park, right? And I found those pretty fast. Not a lot of people know about those artifacts, those lithic tools, especially the atlatl weights. But I find them out here all the time, guys. I mean, all the time. A lot of the time they are oval shaped. In fact, if you go watch my Ohio Ancient History video discussing the archaic period, I don't think I've actually uploaded it yet by this recording, but it'll be up soon. I finished the script. Oh God, it's starting to rain. But you can learn about the atlatl weights. I'm gonna head back up here. See, a lot of time you look for smoother stone. This one's a little smaller. They don't usually come this small, a little bit bigger than this. But look for these smoother, polished stones. A lot of the time, that's what they used. Nothing yet. What is this? Oops, is that like a little... I don't think it's anything, but it looks interesting. Looks like it could be like a little scraper, but probably not. Yeah, I'm just kind of checking these gravel pits. Like I said, I figured I'd at least record the video since I did find something down here. I don't know how lucky we'll get today, but you never know. And we might swap spots, we might not with the rain. I don't think it's supposed to rain too terribly long today, so maybe we stick it out by the time we drive over to the new spot. Now here's one right here. This one might be see, that would have been a good one right there from the top side, but I got atlatl weight. What is this? I thought that was a bone for a second. At first glance. The way it was sticking up out of the mud. But alright, we're gonna go ahead and